So we are talking about unique niches and tips to jumpstart your business ownership. Many of us have experienced having that idea that we thought about it and we were like, you know what, I wonder if I did this. I wonder if that would work. I wonder if people would like it. I wonder if I could make money from this. I wonder if I could monetize this. And then we say, no, never mind. And then we go off to something else. How many $1 million ideas, ladies, do we get a year that we actually just throw to the side, that we do nothing with? And Julia, I know that you said you had some experiences with that. So go ahead and talk about that a little bit.
I mean, sometimes it could be little things too. Like one of the things that came out already was kind of like the little oven mitten thing. I mean, it came out a while ago, but it's like this Rubbermaid oven mitten and it helps you protect yourself and it's real fancy and it's cute. And now Rachel Ray has it and all these other people had it. And I'm like, dang, had I came out it when I had the idea, then I could very well be a millionaire from now. But I was a little hesitant. Oh, who would really use that? Oh, I'm the only one who really needs that. And what I didn't realize is that the need was out there. The need was out there. So you can't stunt yourself. You can't take your talent for granted. You can't take your ideas for granted. Know that whatever is going to cross your mind or whatever you have into play, someone out there needs it.
Yes, definitely, definitely. And I've definitely had those ideas too, especially before I actually retired my full-time job. I had plenty of ideas and plenty of times that I actually thought about selling something or doing something motivational or positive for women, but I was too afraid to step out. So have any of you ever experienced that, where you have an idea, but you're kind of shy, you're kind of afraid that people are not accepting of that idea? So we have some tips for you today and some unique niches that maybe some of you ladies may be looking over that we want to share with you today to kind of break that ice and get your business rolling. And some of you may already be in business. However, you may have certain ideas that you're afraid to move forward with because you haven't seen anybody else doing it and you're not sure whether or not it will be accepted or not. Don't forget, it's the crazy ideas. It's those unique niches that make that money. Like they say, it's riches in those niches.
Yes, yes.
So, yes. So let me see where we're at, Julia. Okay, so if you want to become self-employed, ladies, but you are not sure what type of business you will start, we have some steps. We have 3 steps that are going to help you to break the ice, and get into that business. Okay, so number 1, I'll start with self-discovery. Self-discovery. If you know thyself and you ask yourself some questions and you kind of find out where you are and what you want, we believe that that's a great foundation for you breaking the ice and getting you into self-employment and into your own business. So number 1, ask yourself these questions, lady, and pop them in the comments as we go. Number 1, what do you want out of your business? What do you want or need? Like, what's your why? What's your reason for wanting to be self-employed? What's your reason for wanting to start your own business? Pop that in the comment. What is your why? That's the first thing that you want to ask yourself. And so, why do you want to start the business? What do you like to do? What are you good at doing? And I think I jumped ahead.
It's okay.
But the first one, self-discovery. What do you want and what do you need out of this business? What do you like to do? What are you already good at doing? And what do you want to learn to do? Basically, ladies, what are you already passionate about? Sometimes it's best to start with what you got. What do you have to work with? Ask yourself those questions. And I'll pass it on to you, Julia, for the next one.
Cool. So the next one is, let's figure out what's your why. Just kind of pretty much picking back off of what Dallas said. Why are you interested in being self-employed? What is it that triggered you to want to run your own business? Are you looking for a second income? Do you want to change the world? Do you want to contribute something to society? Why do you want to be an entrepreneur? You need to figure out the answers to these questions because that will gear you towards what it is you want to do. So once we figure that out, once you figure out your why, then we're moving on to the next step. But it's extremely important to know and to answer these questions to figure out why you're doing it, because you don't want to just jump into something just because there's no passion behind it. There's no love behind it. There's no reason behind it. So figure out what's your why. Do you want an extra income? How much extra income do you want? Are you looking to change the world? How are you looking to change the world? So we all can contribute to society, but how are you going to do it? And you want to make it memorable too. So make sure that you figure out what your why is and there's passion behind your why.
Yes, I completely agree with that, guys. I think that we overlook the power of sitting down and brainstorming. The power of sitting down with a pen and paper or your computer and writing down the foundation of why you want to start. Why do you want to do what you want to do? Figure it out for yourself first, and then you can soar. Then you can go into that idea. I think that sometimes we like to jump into things without really thinking them through and asking ourselves these questions. I think that a lot of us get into businesses that maybe we're not good at, or we get into businesses and we find ourselves in things and distracted with things that we don't really want to do. And I think it's because we really didn't start with the foundation. I mean, how many times have I found myself over doing something, ladies, that I wasn't supposed to be doing? Like, for instance, I'm an e-commerce person. I'm an online seller. I found myself in some MLM companies, which are great, but according to what I know that I need to be doing, would be distracting for me because I can't be everywhere all the time. Or someone who is rocking it out in a network marketing company, and that's what they do, and that's their passion and what they love, and they find themselves dabbling into all kinds of other businesses that may not be best for them. So I really do feel like when we sit down and we build that foundation and we really take time to find out what is our why. Why are we doing what we're doing? What are we good at? And we make a list and we sit down. That's when we can really begin to rock it out and break that ice. And then
they said something, I read something before. It says when you write something down, it's like reading it 10 times. So write it down. It's very important to write it down, jot it down, because if you're not much of a reader like me, just write it down, and it's in your own writing, in your own words, so you know that it's going to come and manifest into your life. You have to figure it out for yourself and not go and play in somebody else's field and then you're starting all over again. So take the time to write it down, take the effort, and make sure you're putting it's your passion that's being put behind it and not just somebody else's opinion of what you should be doing.
Exactly. Completely agree. There's power in writing things down. Welcome in, Stephanie, and everybody else that came in this morning. There's power in writing things down. So good morning to everybody who is coming in for a quick little reset. This is Girl Power Ignite, Team POW coming at you live this morning. We are talking about, if you get stuck with starting in business, what are some ways that you can kind of break that ice, believe in your idea, guys, and get started, as well as we're going to be sharing some unique business ideas and niches that women can get into that we are often, areas that we're often overlooked, or they feel uncomfortable going into those areas. So that's what we're talking about this morning. So if you are not on our list, we want you to join the POW list. The link is below, all lowercase bit.ly/the POW list. Please definitely share and invite this out, ladies. We greatly appreciate you being here. And if you ladies have some of the same experiences that we're talking about, we want to hear from you. Definitely post up in the comments below and let us know if you have experienced something similar. So our last one, ladies, still has everything to do with using that pen and writing. Make that list of things that you're good at. Include your hobbies. What do you do in your free time? Do you like to volunteer? That can be an indicator of where your heart is, right? And how you want to change the world and how you want to see people doing better for themselves. Do you want to be an entrepreneur at all? Okay, do you want to contribute something to society? It all ties in, once again, ladies, with what your why is. If you feel like you're struggling with breaking that ice and getting into that business idea, these are some things that you can begin asking yourself so that you have that firm foundation and that why, on paper. So super important, right, Julia?
Absolutely. You definitely need to jot it down. And a lot of things that we do on a regular basis, we enjoy doing, and we feel like it's just regular things. It's like a part of our day. And however, we don't realize that that can actually be a start to a business. For example, my mother, she loves to crochet. All she do is crochet. She make hats and scarves for all of her grandchildren every single year. And she's the bomb at it. Ma, get a business.
Yes.
Start selling those hats, those scarves. She makes blankets. And it's like, Ma, you could be making so much money. You could be making an impact on somebody's life. Breast cancer blankets, diabetes blankets. And she's so creative. So those are some of the things that are hobbies. That's her hobby. That's what she does in her downtime. But she can easily turn that into a business. And maybe she doesn't want to do it full time and she wants to do it part time. So that's something you also have to figure out, because businesses take time. They definitely take time. So make your list and make sure that whatever you're going behind, you're passionate about, and you have that time to invest in it.
Yes, definitely. 100%. Don't sit around crocheting socks, hats, all that stuff and think that, no, the world doesn't want your crochet. No. Then, and I always say it, ladies, when you put your passion on it, it makes whatever it is that you're packaging, it puts your signature, your special touch on it. Don't ever second guess yourself and think that the world doesn't want what you have to offer. Look at what you're already doing. That's right, Stephanie. And she says she has so many business journals. Sounds like me too, Stephanie, all around where she's writing down your ideas. What we're saying to you today, ladies, is take these ideas seriously. Don't just think about them. Don't just jot them down and say, well, it's just a crazy idea, because it's that crazy idea, okay, that can turn your pocket change, okay, into a lifetime of wealth. So don't, second guess yourself. Don't minimize yourself. Realize that what comes to your mind is valid. Pay attention to it. See how you can make it into a business. Some people are baking. Some people are making things with their hands. Some people are giving out a wealth of free information. Same thing like I was. When I first got a mentor to help me direct my business, because I knew I needed some direction, the very first thing he said to me was, you're already a coach. You're already giving out free advice. Your inbox is full of messages. You're always helping people with e-commerce anyway. You're just not monetizing it. So monetize your magic. 9 times out of 10, the business idea that you have, you're already in motion. You're already doing it. You've been doing it. Everybody comes to you to glitz out. I know one of our entrepreneurs here that was on the summit, she pimps out people's sneakers and people's high heels and people's shoes.
Kara, yes.
People bring her friends, bring her their shoes, y'all, and she just glitters them out. And I mean, they are nice. They really look beautiful. And she just kind of does that, I believe, as a hobby. But take those business ideas seriously, because when you put your passion on it, when you put your vibe on that unique idea, it becomes unique. It becomes different. So don't forget about that. And Julia, she's going to share with us some unique niches that maybe women are overlooked in, or that we overlook.
Right. And we love our men. We absolutely love them. We're so grateful for them. So we're never going to put them down. However, there's room for everybody in every opportunity, especially women. So areas that need a female presence, like these are a few, and there's so many more out there. So if you want to, just kind of take a look at what we got going on, definitely we'll make sure we got something out for you. But however, what we have right now is graphic designer. There are people out there who need logos. I needed help with my website a couple of days ago. Dallas recommended somebody. However, it wasn't a female, it was a male. So construction business, are you good with your hands? Or not just interior designing either, because there are a lot of females in those fields. Like, do you know your way around building materials, building codes, zoning? They need your presence. Get out there and do your thing, girl, because if you're walking in the house and you're like, you know what, this window is about 2 inches, and we measure like that all the time when we're putting up our curtains, when we're putting up our blinds, and we don't realize that that's a skill set that can actually be utilized in a business. Mechanics, are you good with fixing cars? Maybe you know about a particular area in a car. I have a quick story. Back in Fort Belvoir, my husband's in the military. He needed, I think it was a wheel axle or something to change. And I just was not about to pay no mechanic to change it. I got under that car and I changed it myself.
Whoa.
Yes, I changed it myself, took the tire off, jacked the car up. If you do that on a regular basis, it is a business. You can do that. Your girlfriend need a new tire. You know how to change oil. Help a sister out, you know? Car dealerships. So many car dealerships have that male presence. You like cars, but you don't like fixing them? Guess what? Poppy's Porsche, Pretty Porsche, Partners, whatever. Get out there and sell some cars. Or you know what? Better yet, the IT business. You know what? People all the time go to the geek squad, right? Let's do the geek squad. Create a chic squad.
Hello.
A squad full of females. You know, like, I'm going to call you. Because we want to be there to actually support our sisters. This is what the sisterhood is about. This is what POW Sisters is about. We're out here to expose to you that there are opportunities for women to excel. So don't take yourself for granted. Everything that you have within yourself that you do on a daily basis that you think is just regular, it's not. And even if there are people out there already doing it, nobody's doing it like you. So.
That's right. Boom, drop that mic. Nobody's doing it like you. Oh my goodness, Julia named so many niches. So many niches, ladies, that we overlook because we either feel like we don't fit in with the men. So I can't be a woman doing that. I don't know how comfortable I would be. Or, you know, we just feel like we just shouldn't be doing it at all. Like nobody would really take me serious. We're doing it, but we're really not thinking that we could be actually having our own business doing that. If you clean very well, why not launch it? And you enjoy keeping things squeaky clean, launch a cleaning business. You don't have to do all the cleaning. Think outsourcing. Hire some people under you to do all the cleaning. Teach them what your standards are. There are so many things. Julia over here, she hiking up cars and stuff like that. You know, thank God I know if I was on the road with her and a car broke down, we good. No, your sister here, she won't even touch the trash can. I won't even touch the trash. Okay, so I'm glad to have friends like Julia that can handle the dirty work, because I won't do it, y'all. I won't do it. But I think that if you do that stuff, you need to take yourself serious. If you do that stuff and you enjoy it, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Same thing with me. I do e-commerce. And it really is a guy's world. It's a lot more men coaches and a lot more men that are accelerating in this specific business than me. And I've often wondered, is there room for me to be the e-com cash queen and all this other stuff? It was plenty of room for me. And it still is of room for me to accelerate. And guess what? Put my passion on e-commerce. So I'm not going to get up and just teach you the same stuff that everybody else is teaching you. I'm going to put my passion on it because I realize it's me. I have my unique perspective and way of thinking and doing it that is going to make my coaching stand out in the marketplace. Okay, so don't forget that no matter what it is that you're doing, no matter what it is that you sell, you can put your unique perspective on it. Just make sure that you're passionate about it and people will see that and people will feel that. Right, Julia?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like when I first saw, because I wanted to end on the e-commerce world and I was out there looking. And one of the things that stunned me, it is dominated by men. However, as a female, I'm not always comfortable in the male realm, you know. So I was looking again and I came across Dallas's page and I was like, hold up, wait a minute. That's a girl. And I sat and I listened and I stayed because it opened up a more comfortable platform. Again, we have nothing against our men. However, as sisters in this sisterhood, we create a more comfortable community for you to open up, for you to not have to feel so shy about your creativity, about your passion, about your business, because you are the one who is in control. So it allows you to get that comfort to then expand out to other opportunities or other areas that that you can be exposed with men and still feel comfortable and, you know, dominate your passion in your field.
Right. So. Definitely. 100%. So we're not going to stay long, ladies. We just wanted to stop by and gents, if there's some gents on here, and we wanted to talk to you about putting your passion on it. We wanted to talk to you about breaking the ice because we realize that there are, you know, some ladies who want to crack open the scene, right? In business. And they are afraid to step out on those beautiful ideas that they're getting. I mean, I get ideas all the time. It's time to start writing those down. It's time to start taking action on some of those ideas that you're getting in your beautiful mind. Take them serious because that could be your very next idea that could change your world, change your finances, change your family's life as well. So we're excited. Thank you so much for coming in with us today. Not too late to share this out so that someone else who wants to get started and come up on the scene of this online business or just business in general, they need to hear this. So once again, Team POW coming at you live. Your girl Dallas Gordon and your girl Julia Wali. Thank you so much for joining in with us today. Please catch us towards the end of the week. Julia Wali is interviewing our POW Business Spotlight of the Week, Whitney B. Y'all want to catch her. You want to learn about what she has to say and support our POW sister. So definitely join in live on Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time for that interview. I'm definitely going to catch it, y'all. It is going to be fire. So thank you so much for joining in. We will see you guys throughout the week on the page. Thanks for being a part of this lovely movement. Thanks, you guys. Until next time.
Ciao.